What is an extraordinary life? Hello, I'm Adèle McLay. Have you ever asked yourself the question what it means to lead an extraordinary life? And I'm not talking about extraordinary in the sense of the traditional markers of success around money, status and power. I'm talking about extraordinary in your life. What makes you feel alive, passionate and extraordinary? What gets you out of bed every day so that you're fulfilled in life? And I think we should be thinking about extraordinary in 7 areas of life. I'm talking about the 7 dimensions, and they are well-being, growth, achievement, relationships, experiences, spirituality, and legacy. And I think that if we can have a sense of purpose and fulfillment around each of those areas, that we will be leading an extraordinary life. And for some of it, it means finding the beauty in the ordinary. That's extraordinary to be able to do that. There are so many things that we do in our lives that are very ordinary. The commute to work, the shopping, the routine that's in our lives. If we can find the beauty in those moments, that's extraordinary, because not everybody thinks about doing that or does anything with those moments in time. As an example, every day I go walking for somewhere between 30 and 60 minutes in the morning at 6 o'clock. And for me, that is very precious private time where I think about where I'm at, I think about the things I'm grateful for, I think about my vision in my businesses and in my life. And it's a little bit of exercise too, although it's not my primary way to exercise. And the way I turn that ordinary moment of my daily walk into extraordinary is every person I come upon, I say hello to. Now, that gives a lot of people a real shock. 6 o'clock in the morning being cheery and having someone saying hello to you is not normal for some people. But for those who see me a lot, they now say hello back. Sometimes we even stop and chat. It's turning an ordinary moment in life, my daily walk, into something extraordinary. And it's amazing how you can change somebody's day by just saying hello or smiling or both. That's the beauty of looking at life from the position of the possibility of extraordinary. How can we have an impact? How can we add some value? How can we just create some beauty in the world that we live in? That's extraordinary. So in thinking about the 7 areas of extraordinary of life that are important to me, perhaps they might be inspiring for you. Well-being. What does it mean for you to be extraordinary in this area of well-being? For me, that's health, fitness, it's soulful vitality, it's gratitude, joy, generosity, kindness. That's what well-being means for me. It also means sleep, eating well, keeping fit. And I'm not talking about having a six-pack necessarily, although for some people that would be extraordinary. It certainly would be extraordinary for me if I achieved that. Well-being is such an important place to start. And if we feel good, the world feels more alive with us. Growth. Growth is such an important part of our lives. I'm a lifetime learner. Lover of lifetime learning is what I say of myself. There is always something to learn. Everything that we experience in life provides an opportunity for learning. The toughest of moments, the most beautiful of moments, all provide opportunities for learning. And I think to be extraordinary in life, everything must be a learning opportunity. We must see the world with wonder, just as a baby does or a toddler does. Everything is filled with wonder. That's extraordinary. Achievement. So what does achievement mean for you? Achievement is a touchy subject because so many of us see success as based on achievement. And yes, achievement is the traditional markers of money and career and status. Achievement can be way more than that. What is it that you want to achieve in the widest sense of life? Do you want to run a marathon, travel, climb a mountain, learn a new skill and master a new skill? All of those things are achievement, and so long as we're clear about what we want, we decide what we want and then get on and do it, we can achieve it. So achievement is a really important part of being extraordinary, so long as we consider achievement in the widest of realms. Experiences. Life is a series of moments, a series of experiences, and some of them just happen to us and others we can plan for. For me, my husband and I, we plan to travel to every single country in the world. We love to travel. For us, experiences around Sunday night dinners in our family home with our family and others who come. Often we'd have 12 coming over for dinner. We have experiences in those moments. We play games, we do things. For us, experiences are having people to come and stay with us. What are the experiences that you want to constantly create in your life to amplify your life, to cause your life to be extraordinary? And relationships is so absolutely critical. Those nearest and dearest to us, our loved ones, our friends. And then professionally, the relationships, amplify those so they turn into extraordinary relationships. Now, you're not going to have extraordinary relationships with everybody. That's impossible. But we must have people in our world. And I believe that the quality of the relationships we have with people has a huge impact on the quality of our life. Spirituality. Now that word means different things to different people. I'm not talking about religion necessarily, although for some religion is incredibly important. And I support you in nurturing that side of you. Spirituality is about self-nurturing. What is it that you do to nurture yourself that provides joy and peace and helps you to feel more loved and loving of yourself particularly? For me, sleep is a real spiritual activity. I also need to have a lot of time by myself so I can think about things. I spend time with people who are spiritual. It's for me connecting into my higher self and listening to the wisdom of my higher self, my intuition. That's what spirituality means for me, and I treasure those moments that I create so that I can express my spirituality. And finally, legacy. Now, I'm not talking about legacy necessarily as how much money are you going to leave in a trust for the greater good. Yes, some people can afford to do that, and that is fantastic that they do. But what is the legacy that you're going to leave with those closest to you? Your family, your partner, your loved ones, your friends, your local community. We all have the opportunity to create legacy daily, actually, in the way we are, the way we show up in life. And I believe we can be extraordinary in that, because there is so much ordinariness in the relationships and the way the world is, that we can be extraordinary by leaving a legacy in the lives of others every single day, by being kind, by being generous, by being grateful. And yes, we can also do those other legacy type projects that help communities and make considerable change in the world. And if that's part of what you want to do to fulfill a need in you and support your extraordinary journey, then I totally support you in that. So they are my thoughts on extraordinary. Extraordinary is an entirely personal journey, but I believe it's something that we should all aspire to achieve, an extraordinary life. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope in some small or perhaps slightly bigger way I've inspired you to think differently about your life, perhaps inspired you to think about what it means for you to have an extraordinary life. If you've liked this video, I'd be absolutely delighted if you subscribe to my channel, which you can do by clicking the button just there. I share lots of ideas, my thoughts on life and business and other topics of interest to me, and I do that via YouTube. You can also be part of my email community by clicking the link that's up there. And in my email community, I share things that I don't always share on social media or YouTube. And if you were to be a part of my community, I'd be really honored to see you and to meet you. So until I see you again, thank you again for watching this video, and be alive, passionate and extraordinary in business and life as you define it. Bye. Bye.